Welcome to the Good News Channel, your daily dosage of good news. Here are the top 10 good news stories for July 2025 based on your views. Starting at number 10, we have the story of the 1,500 bikers that show up to escort Bullied teen to the prom. Josh Duff, 16, made an incredible entrance to his prom on Friday evening on June 27, 2025. The teen, from Swindon, Wiltshire, had been struggling due to being bullied at school for being different. So his biker dad, Craig, sought support from a local biker group to cheer fellow motorcycle lover Josh up. The family was overwhelmed and Josh was over the moon when around 1,500 kind bikers showed up. His father wanted to uplift his son, who had a tough time at school. The family anticipated about 50 bikers showing up, but the response was nothing short of spectacular. On prom night, Josh arrived in a stylish black suit, custom made by his mom. As he witnessed the massive convoy of bikers, Josh said, "I never imagined this many bikers would be in one place for one person." His joy was palpable, as he felt a sense of belonging he had longed for. The scene was electric. People came to see the bikers, take photos, and share kind words with Josh. His mom, Frances, reflected on the tough years Josh faced and how the community's support was life-changing. Frances highlighted the challenges faced by children with special educational needs, hoping this event might help raise awareness about bullying. They received countless messages from families sharing similar stories of bullying. Josh offered his advice to others facing bullying. "Ignore them and power through it," he said. The support from his biker community taught him that perseverance can lead to remarkable outcomes. It's a reminder that kindness can change lives, inspire hope, and bring people together. At number 9, we have the Chihuahua named Champ saves his owner from a heart attack. Meet Champ, a two-legged Chihuahua who is more than just a pet, he's a lifesaver. This heartwarming story revolves around Andrew Kuzik, a 63-year-old man from Locust Grove, Georgia. One day, while watching TV, he noticed Champ acting unusually. The little dog hugged Andrew's chest and whined in a way he'd never heard before. Shortly after, he started having chest pains and that prompted immediate medical action. This unexpected behavior prompted his wife, Pamela, called for help. Andrew faced a potentially fatal heart attack, but Champ's instincts made all the difference. He endured emergency surgery where his heart stopped twice but he survived. Andrew vividly remembers that moment. "I was just watching TV when Champ came up to me," he recalled. "He hugged my chest right where my heart is and made a whine I've never heard him utter before. This saved his life." Doctors later showed him a massive blockage in his heart that he never would have discovered without Champ's assistance. But Champ is not just a miraculous companion. He, along with 5 rescued Chihuahuas, brings happiness to Andrew and Pamela's home. He often reflects on the spiritual aspect of his survival, seeing Champ as a gift. "I think for some strange reason, during all my cancers, the Lord wants me to be on this earth," he shared. Share this inspiring story and celebrate the power of love and intuition that exists between humans and dogs. At number 8, we have the story of we are living in the cleanest air right now. Imagine breathing in fresh, clean air. Sounds great, right? A recent article from Our World in Data showcases exciting trends in air quality across high and middle-income countries. The findings reveal that the Western world enjoys the cleanest air it has had in centuries. Even better, developing nations are on track to reach similar improvements much sooner than expected. Hannah Ritchie's article focuses on 2 main pollutants, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide. These gases mainly result from fossil fuel combustion, particularly coal and vehicle emissions. For instance, in the UK, sulfur dioxide emissions have fallen below levels seen during early industrialization. This is a huge win, as British cities now experience some of the best air quality in hundreds of years. Middle-income countries like China and India have a promising future ahead. While these countries still depend on coal for energy, they can use effective technologies to dramatically lower SO2 emissions. China has also made significant improvements. Even with an increase in coal use, they managed to reduce SO2 emissions to pre-2000 levels. This turnaround is largely due to scrubbers, devices that clean emissions from power plants. Switching to cleaner energy sources can drastically improve air quality too. For example, Using clean alternatives to coal, like natural gas, can cut down on harmful particulate matter. Nitrogen oxide emissions from vehicles in the UK have also seen major reductions. They now reach levels not seen since the 1950s. Countries like South Africa, Brazil, and China are following similar paths, proving effective policies can lead to cleaner air. Beijing, once famous for its smog, is now often graced with clear blue skies, a change dubbed Beijing Blue. This transformation enhances the city's beauty and increases life expectancy for its residents. In short, there's much to be hopeful about regarding global air quality. With the right technologies and policies, we can all breathe easier and enjoy a healthier planet. At number 7, we have the wonderful story of the engagement diamond ring miracle at Pittsburgh Airport. On June 13, 2025, April Schmidt faced an unexpected challenge. After a stressful 17-day work trip, she was finally returning home to Pittsburgh. But as she reached for her suitcase at Carousel B, her hand got stuck, causing her to pull back suddenly. In her rush, she realized something terrible. The diamond from her engagement ring was gone. Schmidt drove back to the airport, determined to find it. She searched frantically, while airport employees quickly joined the effort. They climbed around the baggage carousel, determined to help. After 90 minutes of searching, hope dwindled, but workers pressed on. Then, a call 4 hours later brought unexpected joy. The diamond had been found. Using 2 paint sticks to scrape dirt from beneath the carousel, they uncovered the 1¼ carat gem. April felt overjoyed, her faith in humanity restored by the kindness of strangers. This diamond, carrying 34 years of memories, became a symbol of luck rather than loss. This story shows the power of community and determination. Keep it in mind the next time you're at the airport, because sometimes luck can turn around in the most unexpected ways. At number 6, we have a game-changer paint for climate and energy efficiency. Have you ever imagined a paint that can keep buildings cool and reduce energy bills? An international team of engineers may have just made that dream a reality. They have developed the whitest thermal coating using artificial intelligence. This revolutionary coating could significantly lower energy costs by keeping structures cooler. The research comes from leading universities, such as the University of Texas Austin and the National University of Singapore. The team used AI to create 3-dimensional thermal meta-emitters, examining 1,500 different materials. These materials can selectively emit heat in various ways, making them perfect for energy efficiency. This cooling potential could save about 15,800 kilowatts each year in a hot climate, approximately the usage of a standard air conditioning unit. However, the benefits extend beyond energy-efficient buildings. The research enabled the creation of 7 classes of meta-emitters, each suited for different applications. These thermal meta-emitters could combat the urban heat island effect, reflecting sunlight and emitting heat in crucial wavelengths. They can also manage temperatures in spacecraft by efficiently reflecting solar radiation. The applications of these materials are vast. They could be integrated into textiles and clothing, improving cooling in outdoor equipment. Cars could be wrapped in this material, minimizing heat absorption. Machine learning could provide the solution for designing high-performance thermal emitters. Researchers emphasize the unique properties needed for effective thermal management. We have the story of the miraculous rescue of Bella the dog and heartwarming reunion for number 5. Have you ever witnessed a true act of kindness? Imagine driving through busy streets and stumbling upon a life-changing moment. This is the incredible story of Yami Nunez, a dedicated volunteer at Logan's Legacy 29. While driving in Los Angeles, Yami encountered a mop-like dog in distress. With her bright pink nose, she was wandering onto a busy road, risking her life. Without hesitation, Yami parked her car and jumped out to save the frightened pup. She bravely halted traffic to secure Bella, the dog in danger. Yami rushed Bella to Camino Pet Hospital, where a caring veterinary team welcomed them. They examined Bella and discovered a microchip linked to a family. It was time for a joyful reunion. When the vets called Bella's family, they couldn't believe their ears. Bella, missing for 2 long months, was finally safe. This family had searched tirelessly, losing hope each day. Now, they could reunite with their beloved pet. Logan's Legacy 29's founder, Suzette Hall, arranged the special reunion. She also scheduled Bella for a much-needed makeover. Once cleaned up and pampered, Yami drove Bella home. Her family eagerly awaited her return. As soon as they saw each other, emotions overflowed. There were tears, hugs, and pure joy as Bella recognized her family. "Oh my goodness, there wasn't a dry eye," Hall shared. Bella's heartfelt reunion left everyone overwhelmed with happiness. She finally felt safe and loved again. This touching story reminds us how miracles happen every day. Yami became Bella's angel, turning disbelief into joy. At number 4, we have the robot bunnies deployed in Florida to fight pythons. Have you ever heard of using robot bunnies to tackle invasive snakes? It sounds surprising, but it's happening in South Florida. The Burmese python is one of the largest snakes in the world. Since their arrival in the Everglades in the 1970s, these snakes have become a top predator. They now pose a threat to local ecosystems. Tracking these elusive pythons is difficult. Researchers from the University of Florida faced this challenge and developed an innovative solution. They created 40 remote-controlled robot bunnies to lure pythons out. These bunnies imitate the movements and body temperatures of marsh rabbits, a favorite snack for pythons. These robotic rabbits are clever substitutes. Unlike live rabbits, they don't require feeding or cleaning. They are waterproof and equipped with cameras that alert researchers if a python approaches. If these robot bunnies attract a significant number of pythons, the project will be deemed a success. Currently, these pythons are masters of camouflage and remain hidden. But researchers have an additional strategy: adding rabbit scent to the robots. This could enhance their effectiveness in drawing out the pythons. Using robotic technology is a game-changer in wildlife management. This approach not only simplifies tracking but also minimizes the impact on live animals. The University of Florida is tackling the invasive python issue with innovative solutions. Robot bunnies are just one way they hope to manage this challenge. At number 3, we have the woman uses her 40-year-old CPR training to save a life. Have you ever wondered how a single moment can change lives? Meet Jeanette Wilmot, who learned CPR at 17. Then 40 years later, her training became crucial during a life-or-death situation. Evan Tucker, a vibrant 15-year-old and baseball player, faced a sudden challenge. During a tryout at Pinson Valley High School in Alabama, he collapsed on the field. Confusion spread among spectators. Was it a ball strike? A seizure? The terrifying truth: Evan was in cardiac arrest. Fortunately, Jeanette was there to support her son. She instinctively recalled her CPR training, and without hesitation, rushed to Evan's side. For 8 critical minutes, Jeanette performed CPR. She fought to keep hope alive until paramedics arrived. At Children's Hospital, medical professionals worked tirelessly to revive Evan's heart. Evan's mother, Samantha, believes his survival is a miracle. "If it hadn't been for Jeanette, my son would not be here today," she says. It's clear that CPR knowledge is vital. Let's spread awareness about CPR training. You never know when you might need it. Life-saving skills can truly make a difference. Share this message and inspire others to learn CPR today. Our number 2 story is innovative Reactor transforms CO2 into sustainable fuel. Imagine if we could turn harmful carbon dioxide into valuable fuel? Well, that's becoming a reality. Researchers from the University of Cambridge have developed an innovative solar-powered reactor. This device pulls CO2 from the air and transforms it into sustainable fuel, powered solely by sunlight. Traditionally, carbon capture technologies require fossil fuels and often lead to lengthy and unsafe storage solutions. This reactor captures atmospheric CO2 without needing transportation or fossil fuel power sources. Instead, it converts CO2 into usable fuels. The creative minds behind this technology, led by Professor Erwin Reisner, emphasize the importance of not just storing CO2, but utilizing it. CO2 can be transformed into solar syngas, an essential component for producing various chemicals and fuels we rely on daily, from aviation to pharmaceuticals. Here's how it works. The solar reactor operates like a sponge, absorbing CO2 at night and releasing its potential during the day. Sunlight activates the chemical process needed to produce solar syngas. With mirrors concentrating sunlight, efficiency increases, making this method promising for larger-scale applications. Individuals in remote areas might generate their own fuel directly from air. This could revolutionize access to energy and bring significant sustainability benefits. Researchers are making advancements to convert solar syngas into liquid fuels. If successful, they could solve multiple pressing issues, reducing atmospheric CO2 and providing clean alternatives to fossil fuels. The Cambridge reactor represents a potential breakthrough in transforming the way we view CO2. It's not just waste, it can play a crucial role in a sustainable, greener, cleaner future. And our number one good news stories for July 2025 is the truth about food expiration dates. You see a date stamped on a package and wonder, is this still safe to eat? Here's the real story. Most expiration dates are about quality, not safety. Only baby formula is federally required to have a true expiration date, but almost everything else? That Best By label is just a freshness estimate. Flour can last 6 to 12 months past its date if kept airtight. Whole wheat goes bad faster due to its oils. Refined white rice, for example, will last for years, while brown rice will last only for months. Bread may stale quickly, but mold is your real concern. Store it in the fridge or freeze it to stretch life. Dry beans can outlive the label by years, they just take longer to cook. Canned beans? Good for years if the can isn't dented or rusted. What about spices? They don't spoil, they fade. Old cinnamon won't hurt you, but it won't wow you either. Cooking oils can go rancid, especially if exposed to light and heat. If it smells like crayons or glue, it's time to toss. Condiments like ketchup, mustard, and soy sauce. They're high in salt or acid and often last months past the date, especially in the fridge. Eggs can remain fresh up to 3 to 5 weeks beyond the pack date. Do the float test. If it sinks, it's good. If it floats, it's not. Milk can go sour before or after the printed date, your nose knows. Sour smell? Time to dump it. Bottom line, expiration labels aren't expiration truths. Trust your senses. Check for smell, texture, and appearance. And remember, the date on the label is a suggestion. But food waste? That's a choice. Did you like our top 10 stories for July 2025? Click the like button, subscribe to the Good News channel for daily good news stories.